Hello everybody, I'm Chris Collected, and welcome to another episode of Fashion in the Making. Today we're going to go over the other quilt that I was making. This is the Bro quilt. I went ahead and finished it all. I was just waiting for you guys to do the reveal. So, what we got is, this is the back of it, and each one of these is a pocket. And there's actually several pockets on some of them. And then I have sewn it all in. So now it won't move nowhere. The backing is the same backing as the previous one, but if you notice, I have surged it. That means I took it to the other machine that I have in the corner there and used that one. And what I did was I left one hole. A hand-sized little hole. And now what you're going to do is actually pull that all through. Another change that I made to this one is actually about 2 inches shorter on each side. The previous one was 8 inches, this one's 6 inches. Okay, get better, make sure I do all of it in front of the camera. So much of the time I always want to stand up or do something that's like out of camera's reach. But yeah, to do that, you just kind of pull around and eventually you'll get it all popped through. Now another change that I made here is the back of it. I actually did not do a continuous one like the previous one, but instead did a few small ones. Just to kind of test that out. You know, the point of these first few point of the first view is to try stuff out. Get your trusty chopstick and go all the way each of the corners. And that way we can get them all poked out. See? Now it's nice sharp little corners. So we kind of grab it with our hands and then poke it with our little chopstick, and that'll give us a nice, even little corner. Because you can try to do it with your hands, but it's just never going to be as good as you can just poke it with a little stick. So, what do you think? It still has that problem with the V, and so that's kind of ultimately why I'm going to use it as like a sample piece. But I like it overall. And then, as I said, the back has a change to it. It's going to end up hanging like that. Isn't that cool? So what I wanted to do, I got to stand up for this part, but I wanted to go ahead and iron it because I'm going to top stitch this. Last time I didn't top stitch, and this one you kind of need to because there's a big hole. Best to press on the back side. The reason for that is I can actually see how far the back is going to the front and like literally just kind of pull it back a little bit. And that way you can get this nice even line. You gotta do it on all 4 corners. Now another thing I did want to discuss today is obviously these things will be eventually for sale. And so, you know, I'm going to on Tuesday kind of go over not just the little gaming stream, but also going over prices or something like this. And then this month I will, even though I've said this in the past, I really do want to launch products this month. I've tried the last couple of months to launch products and it just hasn't worked out the way that I wanted, whether I couldn't get the resources fast enough or product that I had, so that was a huge problem. Now I have a bunch of ruined stuff that I can't use, so it's like, now I have to remake all that inventory, but yeah, so it's been, you know, a tricky couple of months, but the goal really during September is I desperately want to really sell something. So, with that in mind, oh, cool, man, good vibes, thanks. But yeah, with that in mind, I will be releasing some products this month. I actually have one product for sale on Mercari right now, which is like an eBay type selling app. And it's one of the pillows that I made. Because those didn't get ruined, I already had them. Can you turn the music down? Okay, cool. There you go. Yeah, that was a new music this time, so I didn't quite know how loud it is.
I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces.
Yeah, so now
I'm gonna burn all
we have a nice and press. Pretty cool, right? And then it hangs up. It's gonna hang up like that. But we're actually going to top stitch it so it doesn't flop around. So let's go do that. Let's go top stitch. All my top stitching, as always, is done.
Inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the Tahoe closest starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I wanna say goodbye.
Okay. Can you even hear it at all now? Oh. Alright, cool. You know, I think sometimes that's a age thing where it's like, I have my music and I'm used to hearing people talk over music, and maybe you guys are not as used to that. But that's alright, because I mean, or it's just hard sometimes because in this speaker versus like what speaker you guys are listening to. But yeah, so there you go. Pro Quilt is all done now, 100%. All sealed. You got your top stitching on everything. There you go. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Bro. And then remember, all of these are pockets. Yeah, you have old ears, yeah. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets, all going down to here, so you can store, you know, a good amount of stuff in there. I don't think any of these are big enough for my cell phone. See? So this is what, a 9-inch pocket? Like a, what is that, 7? And about 7.5-inch pockets. Pretty cool, right? And then I don't know if I love this or not for this back piece. I might end up doing like stitching them down as well in the future. You know, it's just to try stuff out. Or maybe interface this back piece so that will fix it or something. I don't know, we'll figure it out. I was thinking about if I folded it up, it might do better. I don't know, we'll think about it. That's why I'm making these samples. You know, to make sure that I can figure out the technology behind it, you know? But it looks cool though. So that was the first thing that I was working on today. The other thing that I was working on, which today's stream won't be that long either. Probably only like 30 minutes. Because I had already finished the whole thing that I wanted to do. But this is the other thing. As I said, I'm redoing a lot of my inventory because a lot of it got ruined. And so this is one of the pieces that I'm redoing. These are, you know, just been interfaced today. And they are pretty cool. I like them a lot. They are interfaced, so they are nice and stiff. Yeah, I like that. The tabs are cool. They, you know, they're functional, and what I like about the tabs is that you can use like a ribbon or a dowel rod, whereas the other one you have to use like a big dowel rod. You don't have the options. This one, you have options. So that's nice, because you could just do that by hooks or something on each side. I mean, you know, you could do different ways, whereas the other one, you need a big piece of wood. So, you know, it's a slight difference, and that's the thing is, like, you know, I don't have to, you know, we can do it however you need or want. You know, you want to do it by ribbons, I have ribbons, because, I mean, I have, like, this kind of stuff. I could do the whole thing by ribbon, too, right? Look at that. Exactly, yeah, you give the customer a choice, you know? And then maybe I'll learn how to macrame, and I could macrame like a little thing. So that was kind of the concept is, I looked online, like, the 4 or 5 most common ways of doing it, and ribbon and dowel rods were basically number 1 and number 2. So that's what I chose. I was like, and then I can put as many of these as I need, or as wide as I need, or as narrow as I need. You know, they are fully finished, by the way, too. Like, you know, there is, you know, it's all enclosed 100%. Oops, my fingers are in the way there. But yeah, it's 100% enclosed. I can see through it. You know, and on the other side as well, completely enclosed. So these are done. The inventory got ruined because I washed it with that fabric. I don't know if you can see it, but like this is not supposed to be that color. See what I'm saying? This is like a brand new piece, and it's yellow. You see what I'm saying? And then this, I washed it with that skull fabric, and the dye ran into every single piece. And I had washed because I was about to upload them online and sell them. And I was like, oh, let me wash them all first just to make sure everything's good. And it ruined like 40, 50 pieces. They all look just like that. Where they've all been like, here's Pikachu, right? Like, that's supposed to be bright yellow. See, I have them somewhere else. Here. See, look at the difference there. Look how dark he is versus how light that is. So I completely ruined, you know, a month's worth of work. Just completely ruined. And I've washed these like 2 times since, and the dye is not coming out. So, I mean, it's like, you know, about 50 pieces or so. I mean, completely just trashed. I mean, I'll keep them and I'll use them for myself because it's like, whatever, I don't care, I know. And I'm thinking of, I'm thinking about putting them on Instagram for like $1. Like, literally $1. And then wash them like 2 more times, get as much of the dye out as I can, and make sure it's like, you know, not gonna ruin anything else. And then probably sell them for $1. Because, I mean, they're trash at this point. I gotta throw them in the garbage, you know? But it's like, you know, I gotta try to do something with them, because I mean, you know, it's a lot of money I invested into all that stuff. That's a lot of money. So it's like, oh well, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so this was something that I'm working on. The biggest problem with any kind of interfacing is you get this problem where it's like it starts to separate. So what I do now is I interface it once, wait about 24 hours, and then interface it all again. Because I'm having just huge problems, because I'm using this non-industrial crap, and it's just not hot enough. They're just not hot enough. I've turned it all the way up, I've turned it all the way down, and it just will never get hot enough. Because it's just, you know, it's not industrial. It's not at the same level. Yeah, exactly. It can be used in the kitchen. I've brought some to the gym and stuff like that, and it's like, whatever, I can use it, because it's not that it's, you know, not usable. They're perfectly fine. They're just miscolored. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's one of those things is, do I want the first product I ever launched for my company to be a subpar product? Not really. So it's like, you know, instead of anything coming out in the last 2 months, which I planned on having stuff come out, it's like, screw it, you know, just start over again. I figured I'm already at the bottom, why not start over again, right? It's not that hard when you've only gone 1 step. It's not that hard to just start that 1 step over again, right? So I only started, the first step was make inventory. So it's like, alright, I'll do it again. Which I've been doing. I've been having fun with it. Like, this is another set of like, I have like 4 of these. And then this is gonna be the back of them. Is this piece of what you call it, microfiber. A little piece of microfiber. And so that will then be the back. And I have it in orange as well, and I have it in yellow and green. And I was gonna do it in green, but it's like I've been using the green up, and it's like it's hard to find all the colors that I want. But I like it. I think it's, you know, it's really cute. It's a cute idea. And then I'll have plenty of like little leftover pieces. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, that's the thing, is I could, you know, stomp my feet on the ground and be like, oh no, right? But the idea is probably the end of September, launch these for like $1. Just be like, clearance sale, launch this stuff for $1, and then the better stuff that isn't, you know, isn't ruined will be the full price of like $10 and stuff. But I do want to make sure all these things get double interface. I like to double interface mine. because I'm just having problems with them sticking. They're not sticking, you know? It's like, it's one of the industry problems where it's like, there are over 5,000 types of interfacing, and it's like, is this really the right interfacing for me at this right, you know what I mean? It's like buying a car. You go to 20 dealerships, and each one tells you they have the best car on the market, and it's like, you know, same thing, you go to Joann's, they're like, oh, this will work fine for your project, and you're like, yeah, but fine and perfect are vastly different things. So, you know, the point is to go forward, keep on going. I'm still trying to figure out certain things like, should I top stitch all of this? Like, I've been thinking about that a lot, as like, because a lot of people, they'll top stitch the whole thing, and I actually did like a sample of one earlier today, which I don't know where I put. No, I'll find it. Where did I put it? Just had it, you know? I ended up having to like redo this whole thing like 5 minutes before I got here today. Where did I put it? I don't know where I put it. But yeah, this is the other thing that I've made recently, is my placemat. And so I'll be releasing a bunch of placemats at the same time too. But these are really good. I use them. I'm about to put out an image on Instagram of like my food on all of this stuff. You know? But yeah, it's cute stuff. This is all like mask fabric that I have used to make masks from. And then I bought the Rocco's Modern Life for like a good price from Joann's. And there you go. Alright, and then I got that from Sass for like $3 for a yard. At Sass. At Sassy Sass. Yeah, the placemats are really good. I like them too. I just think, you know, and they're a good weight. I interfaced it really well. But I ran out of this interfacing, so I gotta go buy more. Because this is a quilt interfacing, and you can see how stiff it is. It's like solid. Whereas if you look at this one, you can see that it's solid, but it still like bends. Alright? Whereas this one, no bend in it at all. Alright? Completely stiff versus, you know. So that's another, you know, thing you have to learn is, what are you buying? What are you getting out of it? And it's like, I gotta go buy more of this and less of this one. So, you know, a lot of that, but of course, you know, obviously what I was going to use the money from all of these was to buy more interfacing, and so, you know, that's a tough part of a company, right? You lose some product and suddenly you lose that income source of how to do it, you know? And it's not like America is gonna help me, right? If anything, they'll be like, oh, screw your company, you're done, right? So it's like, you know, it is a tough and slow process to get everything going. You know? Especially because they still probably want to tax me on all of it, right? So, you know, it is what it is, but we're getting there. You know, and then if you're curious about what I do is, there's a front side and a back side to these, and you can tell because there's a tag. And so I just take it, you put your right sides together, and then I usually will cut it out the best I can. You know what I mean? It's always good to kind of trim it down when I can. And then that's ready to go to my machine. And that's all done by serger, so I'll do that, you know, another day. I'll do that when you guys are not around, you know? But yeah, that's what I'm busy working on. I also made some other stuff today. Where's my little thing go? I just threw it somewhere. See, I was gonna say, I was just throwing stuff around. Oh yeah, here it is. This is going to be the next placemat that I'm working on. The Star Wars one. Isn't that cute? I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for the borders on this side. But then that will be another placemat that I can make. I just gotta go get some more interfacing and some more stuff, and there you go, right? But yeah, I'll have a whole bunch of, you know, this month, it was supposed to be last month, but this month is, I gotta pull the trigger eventually, right? It's like, you know, I gotta take that leap, and man, it's a heck of a leap to go from, you know, no one knows my name to producing a product is a heck of an experience. especially in modern America, it's a heck of an experience. Because I can't just do this door to door, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, and because I'm producing at such a small scale, it's like everything's just 10 times harder. Because as soon as you lose a product or lose something, you're done for. You know, and so it is definitely tough and dipping into the savings for sure. But that's all right. You know, at the end of the day, I enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy taking something this was 99 cents for a yard of it. This was like $3 a yard, and I've turned it into something that can be worth $10, right? So it's like, you know, that experience is definitely teaching me a lot, and hopefully it teaches you guys something too about, you know, determination and kind of figuring out things. Like, for instance, this is as big as one of these blocks. So, you know, a lot of art is also math, right? So these are 2 inches by 2 inches, and so is this, which is why it looks good, right? It's why it looks proportional. If I had done this, like, remember that first one when I went for my dad, it was like 8 by 6, and it just didn't look right. Like, the other stuff was bigger than the other, like the proportions were off. Whereas this one, it looks really good in the sense that it's perfectly square. You got a nice, perfect little square you're dealing with there. So, you know, that's a better thing. And then, you know, you mix it with this nice gray, and it has like a really adult feel, which this, you know, these turtles are no longer the turtles. These are my turtles. These are not like, you know, if I had kids right now, these would not be their turtles. These would be my turtles. Like, they don't look like this anymore. You know what I mean? They go through a lot of changes all the time. Each director, each, you know, studio that gets a hold of it. So these ones are actually from the 90s. These are 90s turtles. Oh, absolutely, yeah. We definitely learn by our mistakes. And so that's why I wanted to share that with you guys today was, you know, my little journey from the dad quilt to the bro quilt, and then probably in 2 weeks from now, I'll be doing the mom quilt or the nanny quilt, something like that, and you know, pushing towards an even better product. Because I do want to try this interfacing, because this is a quilt-based interfacing, and I do want to try it on one of the quilts. So, you know, get it to its fully done state, like, you know, get it to when, like, it's like this state, you know what I mean? And then interface that whole thing. Or maybe just interface the back piece. I don't know. I really don't know much about quilts. You know, specifically like how to finish them and stuff was never my specialty. But yeah, that was really all I wanted to kind of say today. Ooh, hold on. I did want to do an unboxing too, because I was like, what? Pad the time out. Yeah. This is one of the Mighty Nest ones that I got. So that was from Mighty Nest. It's the ones that I get like a subscription from. And so this is simple surface cleaning. Oh, that's cute. See, little glass bottle. And so I get one of these a month. Different like little household things, because you know, I've made it a point to try to be as eco-friendly as possible with my company, and this kind of stuff helps. You know, I don't always know all the eco-friendly products that exist, so it is nice to, you know, find out more stuff, and then I can buy more of this if I like, or if not, hey, it was just, you know, same thing, right? You learn that experience, and you figure out what you like. Like, for instance, the toilet paper. I had bought a bunch of bamboo toilet paper, and I was going to make a whole video about it, of like trying out 5 different toilet papers and stuff. And honestly, all of them were so bad. They were all so bad, I canceled the video. And I was just like, no, I'm going to go back to regular toilet paper. Because it's just like, that stuff, that bamboo, it is not the winner. That is not the way. As Mandalorian would say, that is not the way. Like, so, you know, you learn, you live and learn, right? You know, that's what life is. And hopefully that's, you know, what people get out of my channel the most is that here's a guy trying his best to figure out what can be done, right? Like, I'm not giving up on this stuff either, right? It's like, you know, we're all, oh, I know, right? Bamboo toilet paper, so bad. It was ridiculous. Like, it was so stiff. Like, it was so bad. I was like, what is this? I was like, this is not sellable. I was like, this is not, I cannot pitch this to other people and tell them to buy it. Because that's the point, right? It's like, I want you to go buy a glass refillable one. That's a good idea. But it's like, the toilet paper, use Charmin. Or use the premium stuff. It's like, we'll figure it out. You know, we'll figure out the tree situation eventually. Because that paper is just so much better. It's ridiculous. But you know, that's what I wanted to say. And right now I do bring these to my gym all the time. And so this size, this is a full one of these. Actually, if my brother's still watching there, I made these ones for my brother and for his friends. Because they love plaid. You know what I mean? There's one of his friends always is wearing like red or blue plaid. And so I found this fabric for like a real cheap price because it was like a clearance, you know, like at Joann's they have like the 75% off clearance stuff. They only had a yard of it, and so I went ahead and just made full size. This is the full sheet without cutting it, right? Because I mean that one's, you know, been cut, right? But this is the full size, and I love these. I bring these to the gym now, and they're so nice because you can really, you know, cover your whole face with it. So that's nice. You know what I mean? Or like if I've got to get my whole back and it's so big, I can kind of like slap it on my back and still be good. You know what I mean? Or like the whole face can be covered. And you know, that kind of way. Or like I had it the other day, I was sitting and I just had it like this when I was trying to run, and I was just like running like that and like it was just sweating so bad. But yeah, so you know, that's the other thing is, right, you know, trial and error, trying to figure out the sizes, what the interfacing is. It's like, you know, for every one thing that I figure out, there's like 5 more things I gotta figure out. Like, anyone ask about this? No. No one ever talks. The reason I love that gym so much is because absolutely no one talks to each other. It is almost dead silent. I love it. Because you know me, I'm never been the most social. So it's like, I love a silent gym. That sucker is like a silent rave. Everyone's just got headphones on and not talking to each other, and I love it. That is my gym. If I had known gyms were that quiet, I would have gone there years ago. I figured they were full of bros and stuff, but no. But I figured maybe eventually someone will ask. But I mean, I bring them for myself, ultimately. You know, it's one of the things I've talked to some people online and stuff like that about, and it's like, you gotta love your product first before anyone else is ever gonna love it. And so I've been, you know, hardcore using them, tearing at them, ripping at them, trying to figure out what's wrong with it so that I can make an even better version, alright? And it's like this one, I really think I nailed it on that one. Like, I love this product. Like, I mean, it's hella tight. You're not getting anywhere. Like, you're not ruining it. You can, you know, really hammer on it. But at the same time, if you want, you could fold it up. And it's, because there's no interfacing in these ones, they're like so light, so easy to use. I have thought about that. I have, but the thing is that they have an infinite amount of towels for free. They just use Tide on them, and I'm allergic to Tide, so I can't use it. And I would say this, I'm the only person in 2 months now of going, I've never seen anyone else with their own towel. Ever. Because they have so many of them. Literally, there's like buckets full of like really cheap, like, you know, 50-cent towels that they just wash in a washing machine in the back. But they use Tide, and it's like, you know, it causes me to break out and stuff, and so I have to bring my own anyway. Even if I wasn't making my own, I would have to have gone and bought some of these ones and just bring these in. But of course, it is so much better looking, and what I like about it too is I can have like this part on like the machine or something, and then that part on my face, right? So it's like I can actually tell the front and the back of the towel. And this is still usable, you know what I mean? Like, it's still usable. It's not like unusable, but it's like, this is still, you know, you kind of see the front and the back. There was a towel one time that said face and it said ass on the bottom, so that way you could kind of tell the difference. And I thought about that when I was making these. I was like, this is my, you know, you can kind of, you know, use this part for the machine, so like it sits in the cup holder, that kind of stuff. And then the inside will stay clean, and I can then use it on me, fold it right back up, and then put it on the machine or put it wherever, and I know, oh, that part's clean, this part's dirty. Just like, you know, an interesting little thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, that towel is a funny, like, little novelty towel. It's a cute little thing. But yeah, guys, that was my lesson for today is, you know, even if you screw up and you ruin a month's worth of inventory, hey, there's always next month, right? You know, this didn't exist, that didn't get washed in it, this didn't get washed, like, you know what I mean? Like, you just make more. And at the time, I wasn't even making this size, and so it actually encouraged me to make it this size, because I was like, oh, I want to pump out like 20 pieces today, and I don't feel like cutting, so I literally just like made them as is, and it turned out to work perfectly, right? So it's like, you know, you live, you learn, you figure it all out, and that's the journey that, you know, I'm on, and I hope you guys, and, you know, I'm on the same journey with strength as well, figuring that out, and yeah, guys, hopefully that helps you in your life, and if you have any problems, you can always feel free to put them in the comments or talk to me about it. I have Chris Collected or Chris_Collected on Instagram, so, you know, feel free to hit me up there, and we can always chat and talk. And then I'm going to have a Patreon coming, hopefully by the end of the year. The plan was to have it in May, but then with the, you know, uncertainty of just the doubt and fear of, like, a product, am I releasing it? Like, you know, just like the craziness of all that kind of slowed me down, and it's like, alright, let me take a breath, let me get it done, you know? I'm trying hard to not be too manic, and, you know, the burnout from work has finally ended. I don't have the eye-twitching problem anymore, and so it's like, alright, the past is behind me, what am I doing today, what am I doing tomorrow, what am I doing next month, right? Instead of thinking about 6 months ago or even yesterday, it's like, just, this is what I'm doing, move on. I even got I called about the car, my car got in a wreck like a year ago. I called about that finally, but I had apparently different insurance or something, so I'm just gonna have to pay for it. It is what it is. But then I'm also going to, you know, go all kinds of get stuff done. I went and got like a facial and stuff to make my face better, and just, you know, just trying to get my life better. Get it to a nice, perfect little work-life balance, and, you know, hang out, but at the same time be doing stuff, and, you know, hopefully that's the, you know, that's what you guys want too, right? You can watch me and hang out, and that's the point, right? You know, have fun times across the universe with other people. You know, my version of a mukbang, a work bang, instead, you know? But yeah, guys, oh, love the stream. Your products are very good. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you guys so much. It's been fun just to chat with you guys. You know, on probably tomorrow, I'm going to do another Cult of the Lamb. If not Saturday or Sunday, we'll see how my mood is. You know, because, you know, some days are still rougher than others, but we're getting through. And the gaming's really helping a lot. I love video games. So we're probably going to do more Cult of the Lamb. Otherwise, yeah, I'll say it's Labor Day weekend, so make sure to take a break. Take Monday off, guys. I promise you, go take it off. The company will still be around when you're back, okay? Because I know I am. I live in my house, I work from my house, and I'm still taking Monday off. You know what I mean? Like, take your days. Remember, it's about life and work, and life, and work, and life. Like, you know, but you gotta fit both of them in. If you just shove one in, and the other one gets shoved to the side, you know, you're gonna early grave, man. You're gonna be unhappy in that grave. It's like, you know, I could stress out, I could have ended the company on this. But I didn't, alright? I played my video games, I chilled out, I went back to it, like, literally it took me like 2 days. I was so mad. I took like 2 days off. Came back and cranked out like 5 of these in an hour. Just like that, right? And then now I'm excited about it and I'm happier than ever. You know what I mean? Like, push both sides of your life and you'll get the best life possible. A little bit work, a little bit of play, a little work, play, little play. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening to my little rant. I love you guys. And I really appreciate you watching, every single one, the ones that don't comment and the ones that do comment, and I really appreciate it, guys. I hope it helps. I know it helps me a lot, and I hope it's helping you a lot. Remember to trust in yourself, honor yourself and others, and create a world safe for everybody. See you later, guys. That's how you turn around. Yeah, that is how you turn around. Absolutely. Alright, guys, have fun. Have a good weekend. Happy Labor Day. Make sure to take Monday off, even the retirees. You take Monday off too. Everyone take Monday off. Bye, y'all. See you on Tuesday. We'll probably play some video games too, but if not, see you Tuesday. Bye, y'all.